number 1 underway here, and it is going to be Shank versus QueenFayetal. Of course, go into a very nice boat, river, cruise, whatever you want to call it, and Shank, of course, at the start here on the Yoshimitsu, we've seen so many different playstyles with this character before. You know, the antsy, the silly, the selfish, the stylish. It's so many little pieces, but QueenFayetal already taken a large chunk here in round 1.
Yeah, what I'm noticing right now is Shank is starting a little bit slow. So is QueenFayetal, which is interesting because both these characters, especially Alisa, can approach very fast and go ham right at jump 1.
Of course, right now you're trying to fight a little bit back. QueenFayetal just looking for that little piece, but unfortunately opens himself up to a punish. It's just an easy crush there. Shank, 1 round in, looking to open up with another. But of course, at this point, with this Alisa, you're just trying to slash back. A lot of great damage to start off. QueenFayetal with the blades out, just saying, give me a chance. Give me a chance to go big. That's all I really want to do. Actually creating a lot of space and just waiting, just baiting out what can I get. The pogo stick is out, and unfortunately, Shank, you're not going to be bouncing any farther.
Hey, Shank, remember how we talked about buffoonery in the early matches? I think this is our first example of it.
Just got to get a bit silly with it. Gonna try and break things out. Heat is on if you can. Good slashes so far, and now a heat back. QueenFayetal, though, barely got anything out of it with the initial, and now that's a punish. Shank is going to go ahead and take you to the wall, and it's an easy cleanup, if you will. Shank goes ahead, grabs 2 in a row. Look for that 3rd to close out game 1.
Yeah, Shank is playing a very patient Yoshimitsu. What I noticed what they're doing is QueenFayetal is playing a bit more distance and trying to close the gap, but because of Shank's expert spacing, they're able to exploit the whiffs and punish accordingly. Okay, we got the chainsaws out. QueenFayetal trying to punch and see. Look at the backdash. This is what I'm talking about. They went in, but Shank checked that rocket dash, and well, we're almost even.
Oh, okay, Shank. I love it. I love it. Just being silly. At the end of the day, it's much appreciated. Of course, can they do a little bit more? That's going to be the heat for themselves. QueenFayetal's got nothing to really block. A lot of great HP to work with, but the sword is more than enough. Rolls forward with a little bit of a slide, but QueenFayetal's going to try and fight back, getting down to the last couple seconds here. Shank might be looking to run out the time, but a good forward kick to the midsection will take it. Shank takes game number 1.
Shank able to use the quasi-panic that QueenFayetal was feeling to wanted to put the match away and stuffs QueenFayetal quite decisively. So Orbital, what would you say was the determining factor in that first match? I pointed out the spacing from Shank. Was there anything else that you noticed?
For me, it's really just pushing the limits. I always like to say game 1s tend to be a little bit of a litmus test, and in this case, you know, the round 1, round 2, but I mean, both players felt a little bit uncomfortable. It looked like they weren't willing to go in, they weren't willing to kind of expose themselves to that danger, and I love the fact that you did point out the spacing from Shank, but the willingness to actually go forward and be aggressive, that I think is very much missing from both these players. Both Shank and QueenFayetal weren't hoping to go forward, and even when they did, they were doing it at just kind of a, I'm going to toss it out here instead of I know I can land. So, you know, I really hope to see a little bit more aggression, a little bit more forward momentum like we are seeing at the start here.
Yeah, I feel the same way, especially with QueenFayetal. They're throwing out normals, less about I'm going to hurt you, and more like how you poke something with a stick and just watch how they move. QueenFayetal right now, with the heat burst.
And vastly different from game 1, I think. Very much more aggressive. You can see in your face, not trying to space back, not being scared. And there it is, the rebuttal. This is what I wanted. Go ahead and slash your way to victory. All you need is a little bit more, but Shank was waiting for the opportunity. QueenFayetal cannot allow themselves to get pressured back at this time. 20 seconds left to go. Heat is open, and I think he caught him right at the right time. Go ahead and finish them off. Shank will take round 1.
Yeah, Shank did have some trouble adjusting to QueenFayetal's new offense, especially since they had 3 matches of a more passive fighter, but they're making the necessary adjustments, and I hope QueenFayetal makes some too. Oh, catches the float, spikes the head.
I mean, always with a great opener too. QueenFayetal, the last few rounds has opened up pretty strong.
It's
just the closing out is the difficult part for them.
It's always difficult to close out against your opponent. You're running on adrenaline. That little voice in your head is going, you could win, and you start to get a little careless, or you start doubting it.
Or you start getting anxious, one way or another. You start getting anxious, saying, hey, I got to close it out, and you don't, you get a little bit over-eager. I mean, Shank has been so good in these rebuttals and taking their turn. A little bit of rage and the heat coming out here. Shank, though, just looking for a chance and just gets a slash. Another 2 rounds. Looking like 5 in a row, wanting to make it 6. Shank wants to close out this round nice and quick.
No, I haven't seen a lot of the destruction stance from QueenFayetal. Alicia's chainsaws have been notorious in doing chip damage and being plus on block, and I feel like that is one tool they're leaving in the quiver. But Shank effortlessly using Yoshi. What was that, Orbital?
Oh no, I'm just saying, like, that's just you gotta expend everything at this point. You're at risk of going down the lower bracket. Really, Shank right now just feeling real good about this.
Yeah, we're seeing more of Yoshimitsu's toolkit in Shank. Haven't seen a need to use Bad Breath or Flash, but there isn't been a need to, especially with Flash. Shank going in, no Spirited Away. QueenFayetal, oh, there was a Flash right there, gets caught.
Oh, good break out of the grab. Little taps. All you need is, well, what a duck. They're just throwing punches. Oh, one more kick, yes! QueenFayetal finds the chip.
That is recipe. I have seen so many matches won by that way. You do a low, the opponent's not expecting another low, so you just do another low. Oh.
That just seems so mean. It seems mean at the end of the day, but it works. We mentioned just getting the dubs however you can. Doesn't matter if it's by an inch or a mile. You just take what you can. A little bit of a grab coming out here as both players exchange positions. And QueenFayetal is trying to go on a little bit of a rampage, try and make it a comeback.
Yeah, QueenFayetal took advantage of the mispace slide from Shank and just lands a big combo. Shank has a lot of great life, though. If they manage to land enough hits, they will make up the life difference. Flash from Shank. Rage. Another flash to pick it up. And this, not quite dead.
Not quite, but more than enough to finish it off. I mean, you don't have to get fancy. You just need to look for, honestly, a 50-50. And a little bit of a trade back. I mean, eat the damage, try and throw out a hit, or block because time's going to be out. That will be the finish, as that is the set. Now it'll be QueenFayetal moving down to the lower bracket. Losers of round 1.
I definitely appreciate the changes Queen made to their offense. To just mix up and force the block break. And TanjiroTheRipper, extremely solid. I wouldn't be surprised if these two come out swinging right now. And they're swinging right now.
I feel like you have to. Yeah, I think you have to. I think it's not just a button check or anything like that. It's just go ham, see what you can get. And you mentioned before, just the heavy hitters are starting to come into play. You know, get that damage down. Don't go for the big fancy combo. Get the damage, get that win. And right now, MrLeapFrog is going, hey, I'll take the biggest bully out there. Tanjiro going ahead, swinging pretty dang hard. Very nice outfit, by the way. The customization is to fly. Heat is going to be used, of course. And a little bit of a shoulder check, though. MrLeapFrog trying to break through and now pinching Tanjiro against that wall. Goes ahead, slams down with heat of their own. Carries on this wall. But not much more. Boats down to slivers, but one good sidekick will take it. MrLeapFrog, round 1.
You talked about how to bully your way in. MrLeapFrog playing Paul is a prime example of that as they bully themselves into the first match.
That's solid. Maybe they get a little bit more. Let's slide over. Tanjiro waiting for their own opportunity, but a straight line punch is actually going to give way to a sidestep. MrLeapFrog's going to carry this one once again. The chairs are broken. Wall might be hit. Good kip up, though. Tanjiro's like, nah, you ain't going to continue that one on me.
No, and LeapFrog managed to get out of the way of the bad breath, and Tanjiro effortlessly dodges away, almost with a side switch, and he activates heat. Watch out, you're almost in the corner. But he sticks his sword into MrLeapFrog, dissecting the frog, round 3.
That one hurts a little bit, especially for MrLeapFrog, hoping to go 2-0 and look for the 3-0.
MrLeapFrog got to be aware with... MrLeapFrog should be aware with how often they're spinning. They've definitely taken out a sizable chunk of their health in this round. Led to the perfect.
7 golden letters. Perfectly done. Tanjiro might be realizing that they're in a little bit of trouble. A little bit of laser eyes. Went for the grab. Left himself open to a little bit of a punch. Not much more to be had, though, as MrLeapFrog's like, okay, what do I want to go for? I got 45 seconds, plenty of time to work with. I don't have to get antsy. I love that both of them are giving a lot of space, a lot of respect to each other's opponent, but what a little bit of a side. Gonna feint up into the low, and now you gotta pin him against the wall if you can. A little bit of low kick to get Tanjiro back up. And now you gotta look to try and hold on. Yeah, you don't have to go fancy. All you need are those big blows. One more low kick to take it. And MrLeapFrog will take game number 1.
This was a match that was opposite of a litmus test. These two fighters know their characters very well and know each other's characters very well, and they were out of the gate swinging. But this time, LeapFrog just swung a little bit harder and swung for the fences.
And I think that's the great part about it. We're waiting to see how much more you can do, and we know that a Yoshimitsu has so much in the back pocket. You can get silly, you can go with the ground play, you can go a little bit high. If you want to go pogo, you can. At this point, though, we are just waiting to see if Tanjiro is going to open up. Remember, Tanjiro, you mentioned it before, has a very well-known Yoshimitsu. We want to see more of that. We want to see them be able to maybe pull off combos of their own, and going into the underground arena might be the space to do it. You have those hazards along the walls that you can reach there, can extend some of your combos. Let's see if they can position for it.
Yeah, Tanjiro, I wonder is how much are they going to be using the spin out? They use the spin out a lot, but it only just led to their demise that much faster.
That's true.
LeapFrog doing a great job staying outside of Tanjiro's range, closes in and quite effortlessly, and puts Tanjiro right to the wall and gets the wall interaction into the death fist. I love it.
Of course, the answer back, though, Tanjiro gets a large chunk of gray health back, and all the extra damage is kind of for naught here. MrLeapFrog eating a lot of those spins. We know LeapFrog is able to fight back, but you know, how far are you going to fight back? You don't want to get too antsy. A little bit of electricity is available. Sword swipe is out, and you get the breakthrough. Well-timed combo into the sword. The whirling of death brings around to Tanjiro.
Tanjiro getting a much-needed first win on the board. MrLeapFrog still not deterred, still playing it cool. Nice throw from LeapFrog.
How much further are you going to be able to get with it? Need a little bit more time. Granted, you're down 1 right now. It's not the worst thing in the world. But of course, you want to get these 2 rounds in a row and see how much you can go. A little bit of spin. Heat is out, and you do get the break through the guard. Plus, the hazard off the wall, and it's done. Tanjiro 2-0 in game
2 rounds in a row is especially powerful because you have to make your opponent win 3 unanswered rounds before you could win 1. It is quite the predicament that LeapFrog is in, and LeapFrog is trying to rise to the challenge by pinning Tanjiro to the wall, takes a big swing, ducks the high, and not a lot out of it.
At this point, you're almost just chilling, it feels like. See a little bit of the swing there. Tanjiro swinging for the fences. MrLeapFrog looks a little bit worse from where. Breaking through the guard is one of the best, but a nice little side kick. Second one behind. Are you going to get a third? No, you go for the grab, and it's a breakout and slam against the wall. Tanjiro, though, eats a couple more kicks, and all of a sudden, it's one-hit territory. Both looking for a slap. You chase forward, and it goes down to the slow-mo. It's a great win for Tanjiro as you're able to bring it back 1-1.
Slow-mo is one of the best additions ever in Tekken. You just get to see your win or your demise in all its slow glory. And Tanjiro much quicker on the draw with that kick. And we're gonna just stay in the evil arena. We want these big wall interactions.
I love it. And it's worked well for both sides, I think. So kind of curious to see how much more they can get. Waiting it out here, of course. That's going to be a nice slap. Tanjiro once again opening up quite well. Kind of expanding on their game to success. How much more are they going to get? MrLeapFrog saying, hey, maybe this isn't our space. Tries to go for a mid-sized kick, but the answer isn't really there. Tanjiro starting to get a little bit wise, but a nice little force palm brings you to the wall. Have to break out, slice forward, carry it up. 1 more to go, and how much further can you get? You missed the last swing, but you've done enough. However, a little battering back. MrLeapFrog waiting, catches, and the boot to finish. Solid turnaround from MrLeapFrog.
That is thanks to Paul Phoenix's immense damage. While being enraged, this man hits like a truck, and the rest of the truck stop at it.
I mean, that
Tanjiro,
was beautiful.
It was. Now, LeapFrog got to be aware. There's a lot of gray life there. LeapFrog might want to top off a bit, put those punches there, even on a block, you're just widening or actually lessening the lead. Oh, good shoulder check.
Right now, both kind of worried about how this is going to go. Tanjiro can't get out of that corner, though. Brutal round. And MrLeapFrog said thank you very much. Nice little sidestep to try and open up with some damage, but went for a grab. With it being broken, both try and center it in. In the neutral, both players are just kind of waiting to see what the other decides to do. Now you go for a nice little upper combo. This is Tanjiro on the back burner once again. Gets a grab, feeling out of nowhere. Decides to pin against the ground, allows the get up. He's just kind of waiting for an opportunity. Out of the wall, out of the corner. Make it work. Down to about half. Large sword swing, though, misses.
Yeah, this match is actually a mirror of what happened last time. It's now MrLeapFrog with 2-0 with Tanjiro. LeapFrog is on set point, and LeapFrog wanted to clutch this out real soon. Oh, Tanjiro turns it back. LeapFrog doesn't get the kill. Good tech from LeapFrog. No,
the poison!
Just spit on him. Just
no, we're not doing that. It's the come on, get it right. We are looking at a round and a half. MrLeapFrog, though. Oh my lord, maybe pissed off about that one. Tanjiro going for the suplex. What? This is
another
one. Another one.
Buffoonery, Orbital.
It didn't land for like 7 rounds earlier. Why is it landing now?
Because LeapFrog is starting to not be scouting it, but LeapFrog getting mad. Paul Phoenix feeling angry. Demo man showing why he's the man. One more interaction, and Tanjiro closes it out at the clutch moment. Final round, final game.
This is a brutal one. Tanjiro, of course, getting open up with 25 lost off bar, but MrLeapFrog having the same nice little front kick to try and break through the combo. Just waiting it out. MrLeapFrog has done so well on these punishes. Blocks the heat, but gets caught in the jump, and all of a sudden, Tanjiro can carry against the wall. No hazard to deal with at this time, though. Nice little roll gets you out of the corner. But of course, that front kick misses. MrLeapFrog needs a solid hit, needs a good drive. Right now, you're just stringing along against the block. That's a spin out. Tanjiro feels pretty comfortable with this HP lead, and he's kind of waiting for the right opportunity. Gets another grab. You're down to a one-hit scenario, and you got it. Tanjiro brings it back and takes the dub in winners quarterfinals.
Wow, that match looked like all of MrLeapFrog, but Tanjiro showing the adjustments.
Take out 50 to 60 of someone's HP. It's wild. We're going to get the sped up version here, as this is just opening up right now. LTrain just trying to send Koing into the Shadow Realm. But we get in about 30 seconds, and the Nom plus the fall. The grab works in KoingWolf's favor, and there's the brutal shove. A little bit of a mini Hadouken, if you wish. KoingWolf takes round 1.
Speaking of Street Fighter references, I think that Lars is trying to do a guy homage with that look, you know, red and yellow with the sneakers.
Oh, I like it. Listen, homage to all of them, right? You gotta love every single fighting game franchise. But the bear wins out in some scenarios. Good break out of the grab and a little bit of uppercut jab to keep the Kuma away. KoingWolf, though, looking for the big bully. Swipe number 1 lands. A little bit of a headbutt to space it out. And you can see LTrain just not sure what to do. The grab works so much better. And KoingWolf 2-0 in game 1.
Kuma in hunting stance has one of the most, frustrating mental mind games and mix-ups, because he could go low, he could go mid, or in that case, with the end of the match, he went for a throw, a very powerful throw, with a guaranteed follow-up. KoingWolf going in, electric got this, passed down by Heihachi, Locomotive getting a train run on him. Got to make sure he bewares the bear. Excellent throw.
Of course, you need a little bit more than just a throw to take the dub here. A little bit more space, a little bit more power behind it. How much more are you going to get?
Locomotive probably needs to close the distance. Kuma, with the pleasure of being a bear, has so much distance, just like that. And, down back 2. That move is, the windup is so slow, but it just catches you. I don't know, maybe it puts a magic spell on you. I've been hit by that move way too many times. I like to admit it.
I think all of us have. Anyone that's played against a Kuma is just like, bro, like, what the hell is this, right? You got to sit there and go, there is something special about being caught off guard, and that's actually where it comes into play a lot of the practice. You talk to a lot of these players, it's just the experience of having faced some of these opponents and knowing what is going to come out. You just have to kind of learn by experience. Sometimes trial by fire means you get burned. At the end of the day, let's roll it right back, though. We are in rollback on block number 16, and we get the Kuma and the Lars once again. But right back to the underground arena as players seem to really enjoy this one.
Also, notice the rank difference right here between both players. We have Lars sitting at God of Destruction with Kuma at a beginner, which goes to show how much training you can do offset. Lars doing what Lars does best, overwhelm the opponent. Kuma does not exactly have the fastest normals in the game. Having a bigger hurt box makes them more susceptible to being hit. And Lars just realized, wait, you know what? I just gotta punch the bear. Punch the bear.
Beat up the bear. Beat up the bear. Go ahead.
Beat him up. Beat him up. You know what? Persona 4 is overrated. I'm gonna take my aggression out on you.
That just hurts. That's just mean right
no,
there.
Author's note.
Take a look.
That was. I don't really hate Persona 4. It's my favorite.
I know you're saying that, but LJ's like, you gotta say it with your chest. Takes round 1, 2. I lied because I can't count for the life of me. LTrain looking to try and move this into a game 3 scenario, which is very doable as KoingWolf look completely lost, which is a wild turnaround from game number 1. Finally finds a rebuttal here on the short side of the arena. Looking to follow through, but nice little headshot means KoingWolf doesn't get much further. Goes ahead, breaks out in heat, both actually sending it. The grab is going to be broken out, and KoingWolf tries to take an uppercut, misses, and that opens up a world of pain. One more blow should do it. LTrain, though, gets the fish in the back of the head. No heat for either player right now. A single strike could be the end, and that's the swing that you wanted. You wanted the opening. KoingWolf takes it. I don't think this is going to end, though. You need a little bit more to finish it off.
Have some vitamins and minerals with this robotic fish and a dose of iron and sulfur. KoingWolf at the upper end. Locomotive does have it. Oh, will it hit? Will it hit? Will it hit? Oh, it totally hit.
Oh, that was an easy read too, I think. Like, if you're KoingWolf, you're like, I went for it. It was a gamble at the end of the day. I give a lot of props to KoingWolf. You throw out your own rage art, you get yours, and then you're like, all right, I kind of had to pass it back to show off a little bit. We are into game number 3 here.
This is my favorite match of the night so far. It is quite a it's so polarizing with both fighters. KoingWolf as Kuma wants to stay at relatively mid distance, that Bryan Fury distance, while Locomotive as Lars realizing just stay close to the bear. The bear can't eat you that close. And with Lars's amazing fast pokes, it's so easy to overwhelm Kuma.
Oh, and we go to the asteroid, and this might actually be Koing's favorite side. Remember, there's a hazard on the ground once it gets to the final round opportunity. That might actually work in the favor, but a good grab once again as LTrain looking to be nasty. Can't stop the Locomotive sometimes. Even trying to open up, but a nice little uppercut continues on, and KoingWolf is taking advantage. Nice little swap, about 30, make it 40. Looking for a bit more, but can't do there. Fishes out, blocked all the way through, but you're against the wall, and once you're against the wall, it's a little bit dangerous. Sliver of HP left, and a final bear claw to the body will take you out.
Notice the distance right there. KoingWolf keeping the optimal Kuma distance. Locomotive cannot stay as close as long as they want, using the electric god fist and the fish to maintain distance. That's how they won that last game.
How much more
Locomotive? Yeah, Locomotive playing a bit more passive. Stays right outside the range of the electric bear fist. I'm going to say bear fist because it is one. And gets a huge combo against KoingWolf. 1-1. LeapFrog in chat rooting for KoingWolf.
Oh, really? That's an interesting one. Although I do like it. We are going to punch a little bit harder, though. As LTrain looking to rip one back, try and get their second round. KoingWolf's going to sit down, opens up with a pretty large, but a good block means you get a good hit and gets the throw, but it's not going to land as you get a good breakout. And LTrain gonna look to try and get that finish. You have a lot of HP to work with. Nice little bicycle, sends him high. Running forward, one more chop and a low kick to finish. Means LTrain is 1 round away from moving into the winner's semifinals.
The floor has been activated. A lot of Kuma's throws, especially the one at a hunting stance, can activate the floor. I really want to see where this is going, especially since Locomotive has been baiting out the electric fizz and and singes the bear. I feel like I gotta call PETA after that one.
It's always a difficult one. I'm gonna try and run it up though. A little bit of a grab, and now you can roll into a low slide and a nice little butt bounce. Looking to try and sweep out. Good connection. KoingWolf sends us to a final game, final round, second of the night.
When you're knocked down, the hunting stance is the ultimate frustrating game of high-low, and KoingWolf used it effectively. Locomotive wants to just close this now.
Yeah, more than the
walked around KoingWolf to extend the combo. All that damage is unanswered.
Oh man. Can they get more though?
KoingWolf.
KoingWolf.
Yeah, getting some much needed life back. Going low, going low. Hunting stance? No hunting stance.
Ooh. A little bit of a scary moment. Good block coming out here. LTrain just needs a block, but they can't. They're against that wall, and it's so dangerous. Break out of the grab, but another punch keeps him at bay. KoingWolf just waiting, and that's going to be the Rage Art. Doesn't land. No, it's an easy block, and now you get the rebuttal. LTrain is going to punish this one well and truly, and that's going to be the finish. LTrain, Locomotive at the very end. It chugged its hardest, and you make it to the next station.
Locomotive was going, I think, this guy. I saw Eddy bot. That confused me.
That was a great time. I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, just press the buttons and you'll win. That's what Eddy is, right? All right, someone's gonna yell at me in the chat. We are going to the runes of the city. Go ahead and throw down with the best of them, as right now Lemus is opening up with a pretty dang strong combo. A little bit of a flare to go ahead and send Tanjiro into the corner, and this is the first time Tanjiro's been able to attack.
Yeah, Tanjiro used the Majin kits, getting some spinning of his own. You know, Yoshimitsu, not a capoeira, but he could dance with the best of them.
Holy moly. A little bit of time, and no grab to come through here, but the slashes might do enough work. Blocked out, though, and sidesteps away. Knew that front kick was coming, but you can't block all the kicks right now. Another grab, a break out. And it's just that little chip. Take a look. It's going further. That's a second grab attempt as Lemus breaks out of it. Trying to spit
Lemus
on
is starting to
bit,
understand.
it's not going to happen.
Oh, no. Lemus is starting to understand that Tanjiro only has one throw in their throw book, and it's the rainbow drop. And there's only one way you need to break that.
I mean, it works. You know, listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Or if it is broke, still don't fix it. It's still pretty low.
Well, in this case...
They're having a good sign.
Yeah, the attack ain't broke, but Lemus is breaking that grab and getting a nice combo.
And it's looking spicy as well. Nice little punch into the ground, but missed that last end. Another attempt at a grab. Tanjiro was just trying to kind of throw Lemus off center, and I think it's working here. Great rebuttal with a slash down, catches him mid-air, and that's Tanjiro with a solid round into round 3 for game 1. High kick, though, to open up round 3.
Yeah, you raise a good point, Orbital. A throw break isn't just your offense being denied. It's also a good time to reposition and get a mental reboot, which Tanjiro did get. However, Lemus Alexander putting the boot to Tanjiro and is going to go ahead and take this decisively with a perfect.
That is, considering how round 1 went, I kind of expected this. It feels like Lemus has the right ideas to kind of open up with. Right now, though, a little bit more difficult, trying to space their way out, and a lot more dangerous, I would say. This is going to be a lot more difficult to play for. Lemus, though, on the back foot, tries to go for the heat and is able to connect, but not much more than that. Blocking most of the damage incoming, but missed out on that secondary grab. Gets Pell driven in the ground, and the second one behind. Tanjiro mixes it up. Instead of a grab to combo, it's a grab to grab.
Yeah, but it was a different grab this time. It wasn't 1+2. Used a different button, and Lemus wasn't ready. Maybe this is a conditioning gambit that Tanjiro is doing.
I mean, that's what they did last time, I think. They were able to kind of condition, mix it up enough, and all of a sudden break out a different style, and that's one of Yoshimitsu's, I think, main draws. You're playing there. Lemus still getting caught carried from side to side. Now against the wall, is not really able to hold. Bringing out in their own, but Tanjiro blocking highs pretty much consistently. Sidesteps around, can't get the big slash off. Both players taking a quick breath before they go at it again.
Look at all that gray life Lemus needs to make back. And Tanjiro, again, they always find a way when they're on the back foot to just pull it out at the last moment. I'm liking this.
I think everyone's liking this. This is good. They're going right back. Ain't no waiting around. Let's send it. All right.
They're also going, yeah, they're keeping the same stage. This is just like with MrLeapFrog. Both fighters just want to stay here. This stage is relatively small, and with the wall hazards, can really turn up the combo damage.
Now, the question is how far are they going to go, and how much are they actually going to get? Because both of them have been combo denying as well. Lemus, though, not really liking where they're pinned out. Tries to open things up with that flare, get back to neutral. Goes for a grab of their own, but isn't able to make it happen. Tanjiro firing back. Gray health is healed up. Now is going to get their own another. I love these grab attempts. It's just like a frustrating matter at the end of the day.
Oh,
now
that's going to hit.
Does it land? It does.
Hey, you want to talk about frustrating? This is a legitimate rage art. He is angry with that grab attempt. How dare you try to hit me with the rainbow throw?
Not only that, like 3 times in a row. Like, bro, what you doing? Oh, man.
Also, do you appreciate the trend of newer Tekken characters, you know, doing like noble, like reality bending rage arts?
I love it. At the same time, like, bruh, it's so good. No matter what, it's just silly. It looks great. And it reminds me of every anime ever. Right now, Tanjiro, though, flying in their own. What a counter. Brings it on home. Round 2. Going to the Yoshimitsu.
Tanjiro just showing this frustrating ability to not be checked so easily, even though they just take all the offense in the world, as Lemus is showing us. Great hop kick, going low. Opened up, but gets flashed. Tanjiro opens up with a heat engage. No! No! Stop! Stop, Tanjiro! Stop! Stop! How many times?
All the times. You know what the answer is. It's all the time. Look at it. Even Lemus is like, bro, you gonna throw again? You gonna throw again? You gonna throw? Nah, you're not gonna throw. Gets a little back kick. Both of them trade percentiles, and I mean, this is just small little slash.
With the unblockable.
Into the rage. It doesn't land, though.
No
hurts.
cinematic.
Oh my god! Both of them whiff, and now it's gonna be a fight.
No, stop! Stop, Tanjiro!
It's never ending. It's never freaking ending, and I love it. The sword doesn't land. Lemus gets it with a 1-2. Round 4 time. Lemus wants to push to game 3.
Lemus needs to push the game 3 because Lemus is at death's door with Tanjiro with 1 game up.
Dangerous spot to be in. Of course, I'm sure that they can make something happen. Lemus may not be the perfect 7 letters, but pretty dang close. Gonna go ahead and hang on. 1 more kick off the wall. We are going to game 3.
Yeah, not exactly a perfect, but, you know, when we grade on a curve, it's a perfect.
That is true. I mean, listen, you got a 95 out of 100. We'll give it to you. We'll give it to you. You know, it's close enough.
We'll give it, you know, it's not 7 golden letters, it's 7 silver letters, but it still says perfect.
Yeah, true. We got to, you know, kind of squeak it off a little bit. Yeah, there's some yellowish hue, I'm sure. It's all there.
Yeah,
but
that's what happens when you buy your perfects at GameStop or something, you know. Yeah.
Oh, no, don't do GameStop like that. Don't do GameStop like that, man. It's too real, though. It's too real. Getting into game 3 here, we are going to be running this up. And once again, both these players fighting for a spot in the winners' finals. If they're able to pull it off, they will go ahead and move on to best of 5s. Of course, we're right back to it. They took a pause, literally said, it's all good. We're running it back.
As a reminder to our viewers, if both players agree to stay on the same stage, they will. And this stage has everything. Relatively close walls and wall activations. It's the perfect stage for both characters.
bit too real in that sense, but it's going to be a little bit of fight. Lemus once again opening up with a strong exchange and now getting very, very close to the finisher. If you can, though, against that wall, it's always a problem. Tanjiro loves to bite back, a little bit of a sidestep, tries to sweep, tries to blink in, but instead gets caught, and a final back kick will take it. Lemus finishes off the combo and finishes off the round.
I just realized Tanjiro changed their cosmetic.
Yeah, I think that was the main part of it.
You know, sometimes that's all you need.
You
know, it is the same, but sometimes seeing something different just reboots your brain.
True. Gives you a little bit of jolt back to reality.
Lemus taking a bit of a pause before running in. Tanjiro in a real bad spot up against the wall. Lemus gonna dance around and no! Stop! Bad Tanjiro!
I think he's doing it just to antagonize you at this point. Knows you're casting and just like, I gotta mess with this dude. 100%.
Which is surprising because Tanjiro with the float stance has access to Spirit Away, which is another great command throw, which they haven't been throwing. And Lemus clips the ankles, and set point goes to Lemus. Tanjiro, if you do a rainbow drop it, okay, see.
There is anger in your voice right now, and I love it. Every single moment right now. That's going to be a little bit of a punch back. Lemus trying to close it out here. Goes for a cartwheel. Sends Tanjiro straight to the wall. And all you need is a bit more, but a nice little block. Heals up decent bit. Lemus now on the defensive. Whereas as defensive as you can be, the rush toward Tanjiro has to drop the combo. Gets back in a good position. Is going to slash out, but leaves yourself wide open. All the blocks work to rage hard. Kicks off. Doesn't land, though, as Lemus is going to get caught.
No!
That drop. No. You called it earlier. No. Tanjiro at round 4.
They did it out of spite. Yeah, I'm gonna not only do it, but I'm gonna win the match with it. Yeah, Captain No Fun. What you think about that?
To be fair, Tanjiro's like, this is fun for me. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, fun is relative to each player. Come on.
Well, there should be no fun here, hence the name. Lemus, this is gonna be looking like their game. One more hit. Yep. Oh, Lemus.
That's it.
3 matches to 1. That is definitely it. Lemus will be moving on to winners final.
My rose-tinted glasses on right now. We're getting into it. Let's fight hard.
Again with Locomotive using a Street Fighter inspired costume. But for our viewers at home, what makes Divine Exorcist so exciting to watch, Orbital?
For me, it's the simplicity of the combos, even though it's not simple. Every time that I watch Divine, I swear to God, these combos look like the most simple button inputs, and he can mix it up pretty easily. It doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel like it has to be done all the time. You see here, it's these little jabs and some breaks in between these combos, and it just feels like, hey, do I actually want to follow this combo? The double slap into the wall, it's just so frustrating for the opponent, and yet Divine pulls it off with ease.
Yeah, not to mention Divine Exorcist fully utilizing the Starburst buffs that Claudio can rack up. And they're not afraid to just let an arrow rip through the world.
It's just
playing
that
some good
factor,
distance.
Yeah, right now this is dangerous, and there you want it. A little bit of an uppercut to take it. LTrainLocomotive down 1 round.
Not only that, it was an uppercut after ducking a high. Locomotive needs to, in my opinion, use some of that Kuma lessons by just steamrolling Claudio. He doesn't really go toe-to-toe as well as Lars.
Of course, for what it is, a little bit of a leap over, catches the back, and I mean, that was a stroke of luck if you wish. Gains a lot of damage off of there, and that's going to finish off that round. Divine Exorcist 2-0 right now. Look for a third.
And Divine Exorcist looking to expel a demon, and that demon is the LTrainLocomotive.
They got it more than they probably want. Divine catches LTrain. I mean, LTrain's got it stuck at the initial station. Hasn't really been able to leave. The gears are stuck in the ground, and that's a perfect 7 letters to Divine as game number 1 goes their way.
You're absolutely right. LTrain hasn't even left the station. I feel like they're still checking tickets right now, which is quite something to say since we are this far in the tournament. LTrain did have a rocky start against Coin Drop, so maybe this is a repeat of last time where, you know, LTrain just needs to get beaten up and then come back stronger.
you know, the hero arc, whatever you want to call it, the hero's redemption, you know, all that fun stuff. I gotta agree though, but there's also the point that we love to say, which is sometimes you just face up against a good opponent. Anyone that's played and Rollback on block knows that Divine Exorcist can play well, and it's just one of those situations to go up against. So at the end of the day, you can't really hate it. You can't really sit there and go, hey, you know, I played badly or anything. It's just Divine might be doing really, really well. That's the great part about, you know, high-level Tekken.
Yeah, one day you could be fighting somebody who's in the kiddie pool, and the next day you're fighting a literal god. There is a level of unpredictability, but that's the beauty of fighting games. Anyone can win. Oh, goes for the, as Rhythm says, the EX spread 'em. And Divine Exorcist with those few jabs to pick it up. Legs are still in the air. That means it's still combo time.
I mean, you go ahead and carry onward. This is what I was talking about. These combos don't look that hard to pull off, and Divine executes it to perfection. 4 rounds in a row so far. LTrain needs to come up with something to go ahead and get steam back for themselves.
Now, LTrain did a lot better in that last match, playing a bit smaller Tekken and getting those counter pokes, but unfortunately, Divine Exorcist is widening the damage gap with those launchers.
A little bit of a punch.
But hey, yeah, some small Tekken from LTrain, but Divine Exorcist with the Starburst, big damage can happen. No spread 'em.
You gotta be scared. A little bit of dash forward and sidestep to open up space. LTrain takes a smidgen of damage, trying to fight back, but there's the uppercut, and it works too well. We know the combo that's gonna come out. Into the wall. Go ahead, slam him down. And of course, I think that's gonna be it. One more kick should do it. And that's gonna be the chip. Divine Exorcist 5 in a row. Wants 6 rounds if it can.
Locomotive was doing a great job of hurting Divine Exorcist. Unfortunately, they went for a committal low, and that was the end for them. I'm wondering if they're playing a little shy because it's working, or they're doubting their confidence. Divine Exorcist slowly pushing Locomotive. Locomotive goes wild and gets caught.
That's the second, now third time it's happened. Divine is reading LTrain like a book at this point. There is no stopping. The finale is done. The last chapter is written in this winner semifinals. Divine Exorcist, perfect run through the winner semis.
You were talking about the simple combos, and we just saw one right there to close the match. He's going to see the rock versus the river. Who will flow, who will hold their ground, and who will hit like a wave, or who will hit like a rock.
And quite honestly, in certain situations, I'd actually give it to Lemus. Not just because of the opening, because the opening's freaking doing pretty dang well, but it's also just overwhelming strength can be its own kind of shield. In its own right. If you just overwhelm the opponent, eventually you can't block everything. So, you know, there's pros and cons to every single mix-up. Right now, Divine Exorcist trying to find some option. Actually goes for a very nice little raid. Picks him up against the wall with the hazard, sends him over to the side, and now carries on forward, but misses that follow-through and had to drop the combo a little bit. Chases forward, though, as Lemus can't really do too much. There's going to be a rage to kick off, but it's blocked, and that'll be the punish. Divine Exorcist flows like water. Goes ahead and carries on with 1 round.
Lemus tried to brute force their way in with a rage art. Divine Exorcist saw the break in the stream, decided to put the brakes on, and takes the first win. This is that mix that we're talking about, that overwhelming offense, but Divine Exorcist definitely has studied the tape against Eddy when Eddy does more than match 3 all day. Heat for heat. Again,
there's some salt behind those words, by the way. There's some salt behind those words.
Well, no comment. Oh my god!
Yeah. Oh man, Divine's got something to say right now.
There's no salt in my words, but there is some salt in Divine Exorcist Exorcism Kid, and he's putting the Exorcist to Lemus.
Expelling that dancing demon inside their body, making sure Lemus sits down. There is no way to fight back. It's feeling like it's over before it even begins. 7 letters for Divine Exorcist.
Divine Exorcist, the irony of the situation is they are playing like someone possessed. Whoa! We're in the next game, Orbital.
Oh, they don't want it. They just want to send it, and I appreciate this to the freaking max. Let's see what they can get here. This is going to be a little bit of a chance, though. Take a look at where they're currently playing into kind of that neutral space, but it's on the short end. Keep in mind that wall is very, very close if you get a sidestep. Lemus, though, trying to overwhelm with power, able to break out in the heat, carries on forward. Good 30, now 40, and a break back. Divine Exorcist going to try and fight their way out. What a dodge and dance between each other. Both players actually mix up, only catch each other with glancing blows, and they're right back in. No heat, no nothing.
And look how even the life bars are. Even when we factor in gray life, this is neck and neck. Oh. Divine Exorcist going for a surprise arrow, but Lemus was not born yesterday. Blocks it.
And that's going to be a very nice throw. Lemus able to take one. That's round one here in this game. Number 2, McBiggs, the score is not playing here today. That is going to be Divine Exorcist on that side. Let's see what they can get, though. Lemus fires strong with an opening volley. Can you get another? Breaking through that armor, though. Solid stuff. The block can only do so much, but a carry on forward. The slaps are good. 1, 2. Another swing carries high, and now a pinch. Heat is out. Gets against the wall. No hazard just yet, but can you get close? Lemus saying, nah, you don't get that for free, but it ain't for free if it's taken. Divine Exorcist says, thank you very much.
That last match, Lemus spent so many resources to try to force their way into Divine Exorcist, and Divine Exorcist blocked everything, used their resources, and clinched it, and this is looking real strong for Divine Exorcist. 3 knees, hop kick, gets the legs up, and my friend Orbital smiling in the broadcast booth, because Divine Exorcist is making good on Orbital's promise and showing us some good, great technique. Oh! Smash!
You had to jinx it. You had to curse it. Yeah, you just had to curse it. There ain't no fun here. It's all about the damage. Of course, Lemus is now on the receiving end of that pain. Heat is up and ready to roll. No heat back either. So Lemus has to rely on pure skill. Able to carry forward. Nice little front kick. Double instead. Against the wall if you can. And all you need is one more. What a block. 3 in a row. Now lows. And into the mix. You're going to be able to get a little bit of gray health back. Can't drop this down, though. Lemus on for a carry. No way. No way you reverse this. That's going to be the rage. And that's the finish. Confirmation. Arrow to the heart. Divine takes game number 2.
The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit commanding Divine Exorcist to win their first game.
Is this? No, this is game 1. What? This is game 2.
Apologies to anyone in the audience for the
dude. Don't make me look silly, man.
Okay, so we're starting to see the difference in game plan right now. Lemus was very privileged in their previous games of just bullying and forcing, and now they're overextending themselves against an opponent who knows the matchup and is just not afraid to sit, block, duck, and wait.
Mm-hmm. And those little points of contact.
Yeah, the question is, will Lemus just try to hit harder, or will they fall back? Because normally when you see an aggressive player not win with aggression, you could see them abruptly stop. For better or worse.
Everything that they're trying to do. It's just one of those moments that's difficult to watch for. Right now, though, Divine opening up with a very, very strong piece of their own. Only lost about 40, but Lemus taken to town. Round 1, Divine Exorcist way.
This is winter finals. Whoever takes this will be in grand finals in the winner position and is on their way to win that sweet, sweet $3.50.
That's more than they had at the beginning of the night, right? That's the great part about it. Let's see if they can continue, though. These chances are getting mixed up, though. Take a look. Lemus look for their own, and inside of the temple, it's a little bit more spacious. You get along the long side of the hallway here, so if you're able to make it work, that's great. No stage break, of course. It's a little bit difficult here.
Yeah, Lemus is having a lot of luck with the heat smash. Unfortunately, it just puts them at a resource deficit. Now, both players don't have access to the heat gauge, but Divine Exorcist has Starburst. Lemus tried to do that throw again. Lemus not throwing too often, try as a means to get their opponent off guard, but no, you can't be doing that, Lemus!
I mean, that was a Hail Mary and a half right there.
Hail Mary full of grace.
Divine Exorcist. There were 13 seconds left, so I can understand why you would go for it.
I understand too, but Divine Exorcist is starting to understand that Lemus is always starting each encounter. So why not just wait?
True. True. I mean, it's happening again, and all you need is one more round. The mind doesn't have to get fancy or anything like that. You just want to get that dub, and you'll take this winner's finals, and it's done. Just like that, as we were discussing, Divine Exorcist is going into the grand finals with a perfect run through the winners semis and winners finals.
You talked about mirror match on the boat. Tekken players, I don't know what's up with y'all, but you love this stage like peanut butter and jelly. I see the appeal. So,
I really think the whole appeal is actually the fact that there's no real hazards to the map. This is like one of the more neutral stage situations to be in. Even if you get pinned against the wall, it's not like you're going to break through and go anywhere else. It's just very much there. Granted, there is a stage break, but it's so nice, right? There's no excessive craziness. That's going to be a grab. Okay. A little bit of a slam down.
Hey, Tanjiro.
About 25, but I think that's going to be enough as both of them break heat. No one really does any damage. Tanjiro, though, tries to fire back, heals up a decent amount, but gets kicked to stay away.
I don't know about the decision from Tanjiro to just stand over Shank and do nothing. The distance was definitely favored them to at least hit a button.
You can't let opportunities
TanjiroTheRipper.
like that slide hit you, and it's a problem. Jeez, Shank.
Tanjiro is sticking to their pattern of getting, I don't want to use the word bodied, but being on the back foot for most of this game. I want to know, will the comeback happen, or will Shank just have the answer?
Honestly, I think Shank is just ripping through this one, and Tanjiro might just be looking for that reset with that mental side. Go ahead, let this game go loose, say, hey, all right, let's focus on game 2. Shank, of course, getting carried a little bit further, needs just a little bit of a start to the combo to try and break it up, but Tanjiro carries from side to side, misses that initial start, but now able to follow up on their own, and getting a good couple blocks in, but the check on either side lands in Shank's favor. Helicopter doesn't work in their favor, though, and all of a sudden, Tanjiro is in that forefront, both just one hit away, and Tanjiro is able to find it, rips one round.
Shank wanted to go for Spirit Away. Tanjiro wisely ducks the move and gets a huge punish. Tanjiro got big damage that last round. And I'm starting to see some confidence, but Shank's spitting the bad air right in Tanjiro's face with a huge combo of their own.
Of course, Shank just fighting for space. Tries to lay flat, but no one really gets anything. Both actually eat damage relying on the ground. And there's the grab. Once again, Tanjiro's like, that's my bread and butter.
That's my favorite throw in the game. Great job. Thank you, Tanjiro.
I love the fact that both.
I hope at the end of this, Tanjiro just has. I just hope Tanjiro gets, I don't know, some sort of compilation of Captain No Fun yelling at them about Rainbow Drop.
I'm sure there'll be one out there. Right now, winding down to the last 10 seconds. Difficulties abound as both are going for the finisher. Rage Art is going to land, and that will mean GG for this round.
Excellent call.
Excellent call. Round 5.
Tanjiro could have run out of time or dropped the combo. So instead went for the Rage Art, the guaranteed kill. Excellent decision. And hey, Tanjiro, true to form, 2 rounds, getting a little check, but now doing the checking. Shank,
wait as
you know, Tanjiro, I like that approach. You're doing weird stuff. I'm just going to stay back here. Go stay in your corner and be weird on your own.
Give you a little bit of time.
Ooh,
grab break, no worries. Shank is going to kind of wander forward and now eat the kicks. Blocks multiple lows, but has to kind of get their space in. Crawls forward, nice little slide. And that's going to be a break out of the grab once again. Tanjiro just waiting for that last little bit of damage. Rage Art to come out here just to try and get some damage, and it's going to bring it back down to even. But are you going to be able to follow up?
Indeed. Not to mention, there's a decent amount of gray life off the table that Tanjiro can reclaim. Oh, whoops, spoke too soon. Sorry.
Yep. I love the dance. That dance was silly. Oh, man. Yoshimitsu's are silly. Going down to the last 7 seconds. It's getting close, though. And that's the damage that you need, but a punch back! Oh, Tanjiro danced their way to a bait and grabs game 1.
That Yoshimitsu flash, a frustration of all players. Tanjiro understood Shank's desperation to want to close that out, especially with the time coming to close. Hits the flash, gets the round. First game, TanjiroTheRipper.
What a wild way for that game to end. For another, though, if you can. Tanjiro fighting hard here at the start. It's your favorite.
Oh, yeah, but it was landed on Ripper. I call that irony.
Oh, okay, that's true. Shank right now wondering if the irony is going to be the death of him, and unfortunately it is. Tanjiro goes ahead, grabs run number 1, looking for 2 more.
Shank's poisoned by irony. And TanjiroTheRipper on the back end. Nice little combo from Shank. Tanjiro has still some room to make this up, but the life lead is substantial.
That can be closed pretty dang quickly. We know both these players know how to make the best use of some of their kits and also how to change things up. Break out of the throw as both try and jockey for position. Shank tries to roll forward, and now he's going to break out the rage art if they can, but it's blocked pretty dang easily, and now here comes the rebuttal. Another drop on your back, as that's going to be the finisher. Tanjiro, 1 round away from moving to loser semifinals.
I can't believe I'm going to say that, but that was absolutely the correct call. The rainbow drop was a pretty hefty throw, gets a lot of damage, and gets the win. Stop making me eat my words, Tanjiro!
Oh my gosh. Tanjiro in a very, very tough spot here, trying to fire back. Got all the great health they can. They want to follow through with this combo. A nice little whirlwind, though, catches Shank as they try to sidestep, and that's a bloody amount of damage here. All of a sudden, the HP rolls are reversed, and Shank needs a miracle. Tries to rage again, but doesn't really get it. The heat is on, and it's gone just like that. Both in a small situation. There's the dance. Once again, just baiting, but Tanjiro went a little bit too hard in the paint and got swallowed. Shank, 1 round to their name.
Tanjiro got spirited away. Shanks understood that Tanjiro did not want to hit a button that has the throw, which is something Tanjiro hasn't been using too often. Spits in Shank's face, and that's going to be a good combo.
Oh, man. Shank
And we are
in a world of
close to the corner.
Nice little sidestep. Tanjiro opening things up for themselves. Shank in rage territory, but that grab is more than enough. Ends it with a beautiful controlled space. And Tanjiro is the first in the loser semifinals.
Tanjiro making some nice work again. Tanjiro always
against anyone else if they lose to Tanjiro or even lose here. I love the color patterns though. Red versus blue and all. The family is up and wondering. It is going to be Feng to come out here actually for LTrain. So shaking it up a bit, and it's not working as much as they would like.
Well, I do understand the character choice. Feng has some really good, strong, fast buttons, and if there's anyone who could poke you to death, it's Feng. But we are fighting against HeyBroken, who just has a solid Mishima, and Kazuya proving to be very strong, taking 2nd place at CEO. There's nothing weak about that character.
Nope, not at all. But of course, HeyBroken looking for that last little bit of damage if you can. LTrain doesn't want to give it to him though. Trying to keep him in the corner, and I mean they're kind of stuck, but that's a charge forward. Very nice midsection shot. HeyBroken takes round 1 in pretty deep fashion. Opens up with a large right once again.
Oh, classic Mishima style, but LTrain breaks it up with a hop kick, getting a nice combo of their own. Oh, Feng, you destructive beast. Oh, the wave dashing, the wave dashing.
They do too well. They do too well. Of course, right now you got to do a little bit more than that. A little bit of a hold on the punch if you can. Taps in the back corner, and HeyBroken. Beautifully done. About 40% left on the HP bar. 2 rounds in, 1 more to take the game.
This is loser quarterfinals, meaning you only need to win 2 games to move on, and HeyBroken has a strong lead at 2.
You're able to do it if you can. It's going to be a little bit scary, though. HeyBroken said, yo, that wall is not your friend. Going to continue, reads the jump or the get up, and says, no, you don't get to get away. Massive damage following through. The great health is there, but you're going to go ahead and go into the demonic form, and all of a sudden, problems are abound for LTrain. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to break through, and the charge forward, HeyBroken takes a perfect 3.
HeyBroken showing us the power of the Mishimas, especially utilizing the wave dash. This is why people hate Kazuya. Just his ability to close distance, and now you're playing a high-low mix-up where both the sweep and the electric god fist can lead to full combos. It's stupid. And don't ever change Kazuya.
Oh man, it was a wild one to have, and now we got to go back to the drawing board because the Feng, we know LTrain has other characters in the back pocket. The Feng obviously was not the right response in this situation, right? It was one that maybe doesn't seem as practiced in the current situation. So what do you decide to go to then, or do you stick with Feng? That's the question.
Well, it really depends on how much time LTrain has spent in the lab with Feng. This could be a situation where they were a little overconfident with their Feng, and Lars could be their main. Judging by the switch, I do think Feng was the pocket character. We see the God of Destruction rank on LTrain, showing at the very least they've been playing tons of Lars.
Sure, they're able to do much more as all of a sudden this swap sends HeyBroken into a state of confusion. A little bit of a wall break there as the hazard brings you down to about 45. Honestly, I'm kind of watching this and just kind of curious who breaks out, and that's going to be HeyBroken trying to bring in a little bit of that anger in the back pocket, but nothing more than that. And I think that might have been your undoing. You decide to hold off, try to look for the opportunity, and instead you get punished with a perfect for LTrain.
Yeah, HeyBroken is not approaching with the wave dashing. I think they're trying to respect Lars a little bit more than Feng. Overhead, leaving him plus, but Locomotive still goes in, hitting buttons.
A little bit of a spin out. HeyBroken waiting and buys their time because of that. Now they get a good little chunk combo. Rolling forward, chasing after, and actually catches the midsection. LTrain was not ready and now eats so much more. The follow-up is more than enough as you just carry on forward. Don't need the heat to finish. 2 rounds so far. That's gonna be 1-1 apiece.
It really feels like LTrain had a good answer, but HeyBroken is unlocking another gear. Look how aggressive he is. This is not just wave dash and mix-up. This is just raw Tekken combos.
Again, with that sharp axe kick, it's enough to kind of freeze LTrain up. All you got was a simple combo to the body, and instead you're carried onwards. Good block, but you can't block that low in time. HeyBroken is 1 round away from moving to the losers semifinals.
Dasher kick is so hard to block on reaction because of its short startup time. And HeyBroken, unfortunately not able to get out of the gate.
This is a problem. This is a problem. This is honestly such a problem. LTrain, you might be down 1 round, but honestly, both rounds scored so far in this game, perfect.
LTrain showing us why they got to the dance. We are tied up, but HeyBroken on set point.
Oh, man. That's a
Ow!
Well, no way. No way. No way LTrain pulls this off. No way. You get another perfect. That's going to be the hit. That's the combo back. HeyBroken said no more. I will not reside and watch those 7 letters cross my screen. I will fight you to the bitter end. Out comes the demon, out for a little bit more blood. Charging forward with that blow, and how much more can you carry? Double kick to carry onwards. 25 seconds left, and you're done. The reversal is enough. Holy crap. For me, that would be the Claudio. So, I don't know.
Claudio's the fun one?
More, yeah. Granted, I play mostly Kuma because I can't learn combos for crap. I just swing for the fences and hope it hits. So.
Oh, hey, yeah, my wife plays a lot of Kuma. TanjiroTheRipper, already on the losing end. HeyBroken is just going to take an early lead where they want to win fast, but so fast that Tanjiro cannot adjust.
Oh, that hurts.
Stature kick, breaking him down.
And opening up with such a strong combo off the rip. HeyBroken has actually done this in the previous matches as well. Open up with a quick middle and then try and carry on afterwards. It's such a quick little shot that most opponents just don't really react. as quickly as they would like to it, and that's what's leading to this overwhelming HP advantage right now. Tanjiro, though, trying to bite back, but gets an axe to the back of the head, and it's a perfect. Hey,
this is what we're talking about.
Already at
With
2-0.
this is what we're talking about. HeyBroken likes to win, but win extremely fast. I wouldn't be surprised if they recognize that Tanjiro's passive style means that they could go, hey, I'll just start doing the unsafe stuff. Let me just go ahead and do Launcher 101. Tanjiro rolling the dice with a heat, but HeyBroken, quick hell sweep, and the electric god fist is going to do some big damage. Ow! That's just disrespectful.
At one point, you know, disrespectful is one thing, but sometimes you just gotta win. Nice little breakout. No worries, double blades out. Swinging for the fences here. Nice little hold, gray health being grabbed, and that's gonna be the slam down. No follow-up behind. That's gonna be an attempt here. Block out though, and I mean, HeyBroken went for it, gotta applaud it, but you're still up around. No worries there.
Rare wild swing from HeyBroken. We don't normally see them use a rage art, especially something unprompted like that. Huge punch by HeyBroken. Tanjiro getting marched to the wall. And HeyBroken gonna take the first game. Semifinals.
Brutal.
First 1-3.
First to two. First to two here in the losers semifinals.
First to 2? Oh, semi. Okay.
Yes, this is semifinals. First to two, best of
Semi.
3 is the way to look at it.
Thank you. I always get that. I always forget like best of 3. I to help myself not get as confused, I just say the number of victories. That always is the most consistent for me.
There you go. There you go. That's the way to do it.
Because
And
like,
honestly,
if you look at it like best of 5, no one remembers the 5. They just remember the 3. Nobody
That's
says
actually fair.
like nobody says, oh, I went to the 5th match. No, they always say, oh, I won 2 games, but then they won 3.
True. That is the way to look at it. That is why quite often you'll hear first to 3 in a lot of I think FGC. So I think that's pretty fair. Right now though, inside of the asteroid or outside of it on the surface, we are getting a little bit of a micro helm for Tanjiro, but it's not really going to help as the demon's out to play once again, ripping through the HP bar. I mean, HeyBroken is currently untouched. Look at the wall up. Tanjiro has no answer. It's another 7 letters for HeyBroken.
This is reminiscent of their match against LTrain, doing huge combo strings like, up against the wall. And Tanjiro, unfortunately, that helmet is not helping protect their damage. Good flash for the pickup. HeyBroken still got the legs up, and Tanjiro going to rip and take him all the way to the wall.
You can follow up, that's great. We have seen HeyBroken actually fire back against some of these moments. Just an outright grab is so much fun to watch. And this time it's a secondary grab behind. Mixing it up if you can. A little bit of an axe kick though, and now a breakthrough with the demon. How far are you going to go? The devil inside is going to scream, and that's another kick. HeyBroken does it again. That is now the second time you have denied Tanjiro around.
Tanjiro has the floor activated. Rainbow Drop and Spirit Away will activate the floor. HeyBroken doesn't have too many things that activate the floor, but he doesn't need to if he's going to combo like this. Oh, well, he got it. Tanjiro up against the wall. He has some gray life to try to massage it out.
A little bit of a snap here. Another attempt at a grab. Tanjiro's not really enjoying this one. Devil just saying, hey, please give me a chance. That's going to be the sweep. Tanjiro starting to get a good lead on this matchup. And not a moment too soon. Carries onward into the wall. Should be the finish here. And the final slash on the head. It gives Tanjiro their first round here in this game.
Low Unblockable did a great job of opening up HeyBroken and giving them the relief that is needed. But HeyBroken getting a little mad. That's going to be a good pickup.
The side step, good block to come out. What a miss though. Tanjiro, it's a punish. Sweeps into the wall, carries onwards, sword blade to the backside, and it works so well. That's going to be the grab. HeyBroken breaks out and says, yo, no worries. I caught you at just the right time. The breath ain't gonna catch anyone, and just 3 leg chops. That's all you need. HeyBroken into the losers finals.
Remember what we said earlier today. It's the best mix-up after
Let's see it. Yep. DBZ, let's go.
it looked like
punch starting out a little slow.
yeah, both of these players are keeping in the middle of the screen. They're just it's kind of like a sumo match back and forth. HeyBroken unfortunately catches the heat smash, goes out of the balcony. Action movie time. Lemus Alexander gonna clinch it with the rage art, hoping that the scaling from being in the air is not enough, that they could just kill him right now.
Oh.
No, the power of Capoeira cannot override the power of damage scaling.
Well, it's okay. Getting a nice little fragment at the end. We knew that was going to kind of throw down here, and it's a good round to have. So for right now, Lemus opening things up with a pretty solid start. And HeyBroken not getting off to this signature start. Remember, at the early stages, we'll normally fire away with a midsection hit, see if you can punch forward. But this is that explosiveness, that quick succession, and now a third break as well, dropping down into these catacombs. All the gold on the ground, and now the hazard fully exposed along the walls.
Yeah, we are looking at some treasure. Both of these players fighting for a spot into the grand finals, where only first place will be winning today and grab that sweet, sweet Maturino dollar. Oh no, Lemus wanted to get a little fancy with the heat, but eats an electric fist, gets blown up by the wall, and that is HeyBroken's match. 1-1.
More than easy to do it. Now, of course, how far are you actually going to go? Lemus looking to get around under their belt again. Kick against the wall, following through. Another kick to carry. It seems they're trying to swing for the fences here, but HeyBroken, of course, watching that combo get dropped. Stuns on their own. Not going to try and fire back, but only gets a 1-2. Oh.
Lemus Alexander with a medium. HeyBroken stood up and just could not block in time. In this stage, it's so easy to get a lot of damage out thanks to the wall hazards. One buff from Lemus Alexander.
Ooh.
And that's that wall hazard we're talking about.
Yep. So good. And Lemus still with the heat behind, carrying on 2 forwards in a row, and that's all you need. Lemus takes game number 1 in style.
Yeah, Lemus playing Eddy Gordo is privileged with having the long lives. Eddy's kicks are extremely fast and versatile. Meanwhile, Kazuya has very stubby normals, especially the Electric God Fist, and they're slow, such as the Hell Sweep. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of HeyBroken's setups were just getting beaten by faster frame data.
Mm-hmm. I would 100% agree with that. I mean, we've seen the extension. We know how close HeyBroken has to get to be able to fight, and I think you explained it perfectly. Just these little angles to be held, and you could actually see, the Eddy just pull out the stops when you knew you had the right range. So we'll see if it continues, depending on the stage as well. That break in the stage, I don't think favored the Kazuya at all. So maybe HeyBroken is able to get a different stage set. I don't think it's random. I think it is stage select by HeyBroken. So we'll see where they decide to go to, and if it is going to work in their favor. If not, it'll be a difficult one, as again, if you lose this game, you're on last life for the tournament.
Wait. Well, oh yeah, Lars, like, because we're in losers. Ha, it took me a moment.
No way.
Hey, no way.
No way.
Oh, man. Maybe HeyBroken's making a statement. Like, I know Claudio too. I know what you're going to do, Divine Exorcist. Watch me beat Lemus with your own character.
Granted, it also might be HeyBroken saying, hey, Divine, lend me some of your power, and this might just piss Lemus a little bit more, piss him off a little bit more. Keep in mind, you have to beat a Claudio anyway. This could be a small test in the making for Lemus.
Yeah, Lemus does have one game over HeyBroken, and I feel like HeyBroken switched to Claudio for access to the longer normals and the longer range with the Starburst. Claudio, I feel, is more versatile than Kazuya.
I would agree with that. And right now it's kind of showing up here. You can see Lemus trying to find that space in But HeyBroken is it feels vastly different. This is something that we got to watch for. Feels much more straightforward in how they attack, and because of that, it's a good read. Break out of the grab. It's coming down to the wire. 3 seconds left, and that's a catch. HeyBroken finds a swing with a half step to the side and gets the round over Lemus.
I'm starting to see a lot of similarities between HeyBroken and Divine Exorcist, especially with the smaller, simpler combos and this flowy style. Part of it is Claudio, but also just HeyBroken is not willing to press as hard with Claudio.
Just a wild, wild situation to be in right now. Lemus, though, fighting back a little bit. HeyBroken wants their own, though. Both in lower HP territory, and there's a kick against the wall. All you need is another sweep, and you got it. Dub up for Lemus as they're both sitting on 1 round apiece.
Hey, I'll be right back. I need to get some water. Need to tell you that.
Water, gotta go sit up.
Yeah, this match is hot and making me thirsty talking so much.
Oh, man. Lemus right now in a hot spot themselves. HeyBroken has got them pinned against that wall. It's a dangerous spot to kind of sit in, and that's one of the difficulties of the Eddy. You don't want to be blocked in. You want to be able to spin out, use the rage art, and actually lands it, but it's used as a breakaway tool instead of an execution. Keep that in mind. It's not going to do that much damage as much as they would like. Yeah, it's only about 30 to 35%, and it's more to just try and reposition. Now, HeyBroken feels like they have a lot more space to work with. Granted, the heat is still there for Lemus. If you wish, HeyBroken is going to realize they're in a spot of trouble. No heat for either side, but remember, Lemus has to fight all the way for 20 seconds. No rage available if it gets low enough. It's going to be another kick, but it's red, and HeyBroken is getting these little chip damages down. Another grab to come out here, not going to land. Instead, it's broken out, and HeyBroken says no. You don't get the freedom. Down to 5 seconds once again. We've seen this read before, and they're going to try and chase forward. A fragment is all you need, and you get the last hit at 0 seconds. Lemus clutches out for that round 2 for themselves.
The power of small Tekken. They both played small. They both played tight. Didn't really have to commit. Was frame for frame, safe moves, turn for turn. And Lemus, 2 matches over HeyBroken. If they win this, that's going to be 2 games over him.
Can't believe that just
And
happened.
HeyBroken says,
Wild.
no, we're not having 2 games. We're tying it up.
Oh my lord. What is going on here right now?
Yeah, the Claudio is gently asserting their dominance. Meanwhile, Lemus Alexander's Eddy is demanding it.
All you need is a little bit more. Lemus doesn't want this to go to a game 4. You want to try and end it here. You want to try and get that game 2. Look for game 3 afterwards, but it's not going to go their way. HeyBroken able to fire away with the Claudio. The character swap has worked. You drew on the power of Divine Exorcist, and you get to a 1-1 set. And you're going right back at it. Both players call for a rematch, and they send it.
Yeah, I think they just don't want to deal with stage gimmicks anymore. This is the most fair, but not to mention when you have a set as close as that, you don't want to cool off waiting for a stage select. You just want to get in right now.
Are they going to get it, though? That's the question.
I mean, they definitely are getting
That's
it.
gonna be a race.
Wild swing.
Oh.
Lemus barely had enough life to tank that hit. Remember, you have to be able to survive a hit with a Rage Art and Tekken. There's no such thing as the invincibility frame. They still have heat and cashing it out right now. HeyBroken has life and meter advantage, but Lemus Alexander just one touch. No, HeyBroken's going to touch them with a Rage Art. HeyBroken
That is
showing
the
there an
closest
archer.
error I've ever seen, by the way.
Unlimited Rage Arts. I am the bone of my sword. Take it over. First game and first match.
Oh, feels good. Feels good. Now Lemus feels like they're a little bit lost going into the stances here, but the mix-ups aren't really going their way. Put in a question mark. Trap 1 and 2. Good kick along the ground, but I don't think you're going to get that much more. High carry, HeyBroken, waiting for a chance, and look at this slow combo forward, starting to draw in on inspiration. Lemus doesn't really know how to respond, eats up so much. Just gets a general get up, and eats another 30. Goes for a wild rage again, and it connects. But remember, this is just to create space. This is now the 3rd time Lemus has done this. I hope they got a follow-up.
More importantly, it's going to give him a little bit of life there. Oh, not enough. HeyBroken ties it up.
Painful
Lemus,
stuff.
0 games and 0 matches to 2. HeyBroken on the receiving end of some good damage. They go blow for blow. They're playing real fast. HeyBroken tightening it up. Playing small Tekken. Another low to mid. Lemus
Right
gets
now.
big launcher.
Yep. Trying to follow through. Good punch against the wall. Carrying in, but HeyBroken is able to roll out, but tries to go for a kick and gets punished. This is the round that Lemus needs. You let the get up happen, and all you need is one more hit. You almost break through the guard. And there it is. Lemus is able to grab one round back.
What are you doing, Eddy, spitting in your face? I can't even comprehend this, and I'm not even playing the game. Imagine the mental stack on HeyBroken trying to just decipher that whirlwind of capoeirista destruction. Well, they don't need to worry about it if Lemus just doesn't start dancing. One more tag. One more hit. Perfect. We keep talking about the 7 golden letters, but it just keeps happening. HeyBroken with some golden playing. 2 games to 1.
And at this point, if you are Lemus, you have to realize things have gone a little bit awry. You sat down, you looked at Claudio, and you said, dang, I can take it. It was 1 around, but you just let 2 games go by, and you're in a very dangerous position. So, you know the Claudio's probably coming out. You can't swap if you won the previous round, so it is going to be stuck on the Claudio. Do you have a secondary? Do you have another character to play with? And if not, how do you work your way around? Because honestly, the Eddy just looked minuscule in those last 2 games.
Desperate is the word I like to use, especially with those, I don't want to say random, but gutsy Rage Art callouts. Lemus has been very fortunate of landing every single one. Maybe fortunate might be an overstatement. They understood HeyBroken's pattern to stay on offense. However, you could only get away with Bryan, Mr. Fury. We talk about anger in the stream. Well, this is the most furious man. Bryan Fury doesn't have a lot of liberties of getting people off of him, but this is the counter hit machine. HeyBroken, you better watch out for the buttons you're pushing. I love a good Bryan Fury.
Oh, already opening up with a pretty solid slam. Of course, can you follow through? That's just 1 round of connections.
Bryan Fury always swings to the fences. He has the Snake Eyes buff, and if Lemus gets broken to the corner, we know what's coming out. So small Tekken. Bryan Fury doesn't excel close range, which is ironic given he's a kickboxer. Oh, misses with the jet offer. HeyBroken, first match. I think I need to see a little bit more pressure from Lemus.
Oh,
that's 2 plus 4.
That's rude.
Orbital heal.
That's
Orbital
rude.
heal, just like your name.
Feels good, man. But right now, I mean, Lemus. Oh, man.
Yeah, Lemus playing classic Bryan Fury keep out with the orbital heal. Hatchet kick, try to clip Broken in the shins. Wheel kick, spring out, narrowly dodges the launcher. Another hatchet kick. Hatchet kick. Bryan's oppressive low. 3 plus 4, doesn't get the counter hit.
Of course, it's just on that last leg, it feels like in this round. That's Lemus to try and carry on forward. Gets a couple simples, and yeah, there's a follow-up. 1 more tag into the body is done. Lemus is able to fire a round back. Both sitting at 1-1 as we head to round 3.
We cannot overstate Bryan Fury's ability to just put out damage. It rivals even Paul Phoenix. But Bryan Fury has to work really hard for those setups. A lot of Bryan Fury's combo starters are counter hit only and are very unsafe.
I mean, Yeah, we're also seeing the other side of it, but goes into the rage, and that's the signature at this point. I think this is a read that Lemus is giving away. HeyBroken was waiting for that rage art. Counters it perfectly or blocks it and says, nope, that's mine.
Lemus does show a propensity to panic press, and HeyBroken, as I called earlier, understood that, but decided to wait it out and easily takes that round. HeyBroken is on set point. Heat smash from Lemus ties up the life lead, but spends all of his heat gauge.
Honestly, now HeyBroken just has to play smart. You don't have to get fancy with it. Just don't allow that HP drain, these kind of rebuttals to land. Instead, you rebuttal with your own and are able to space out. Lemus is going to try and charge forward, look for a kick of themselves, but broken through means, yeah, you're just going to get kind of messed with. Look at that. HeyBroken is still not engaging perfectly. Instead, just says, yo, all I need is one more hit, and you're going to look for the simple instead. I mean, Lemus had nothing available, and HeyBroken will take this game, take this set, and look to move on to grand finals.
Hey,
Today, it is a done deal, though. This is the final match. Possible reset on the way. It is going to be the Kazuya. No way! No way Divine is doing this. This is nasty work here.
jeez, this has to be deliberate. Orbital, you know what the word of today is? Buffoonery.
What's that?
Sheer buffoonery. You were saying things are solved, things are optimal. Where's the silly stuff? Here's the silly stuff: the character selection, the mirror matches, the stolen character choices. What kind of pocket dimension did I fall into?
I do not know, but Divine right now, it's just so out of character, and yet we're just watching with bated breath. HeyBroken.
Especially since HeyBroken defeated Lemus's Eddy. If Divine Exorcist wins with Eddy Gordo, that is a statement. Ah, man. I hope it's all in good fun. I really hope this is all good and fun, and there's no actual disrespect. Either that or Divine Exorcist does have a pocket Eddy that they kept waiting.
At this point, if it's the pocket, it was a pocket with the hole in it. Divine Exorcist currently down 0-2 in this game. It's not looking the greatest for him.
Very rarely have we seen character select switches be profitable. And HeyBroken probably telling Divine Exorcist, yo, you're on losers, I'm on winner. You gotta take this seriously, because I'm gonna beat you just as fast. But Divine Exorcist.
Well, gives a little bit of space.
My bad. HeyBroken's the losers. Divine Exorcist. Getting a little bit of that gray life left, and HeyBroken just gonna polish it away with that heat.
Yep. That's all you really need. A quick game over to HeyBroken. One of the fastest that we've seen so far here on the day, and I mean it. Oh my God.
A rematch. Divine Exorcist is on winners. Do they have a plan, or are they just gonna blow away their advantage? You don't want to give the reset.
At this point, it's feeling like it. Divine Exorcist, I think, is just having a chill time. I mean, you waited so long. Opening up here, though, in game number 2 with the pretty solid fundamentals and rocking the show here. Pushing HeyBroken into the corner. Now remember, here on regular arena, you don't really have any hazards on the side, so it's looking totally different. What a throw to finish, and that's round 1 to Divine.
Oh, that little kick at the end, such disrespect. Divine Exorcist waited to throw that kick. HeyBroken doing that classic Mishima wave dash mix up. They trade in the middle.
Dangerous punch. I mean, the early round is just won. HeyBroken's like, yo, you don't get to do this to me. You don't get to do this for free. Nothing of the sort. I will try and rock you pretty dang hard. A little bit of a heel kick though. Divine hanging on to that little bit of damage and looking to try and follow up. Good blocks though coming out of HeyBroken.
HeyBroken's gonna probably try to employ those stature kicks. Divine Exorcist better get those on read. He absorbs the hit. Keeps on ticking.
No.
Wall combo from Divine Exorcist. HeyBroken Looking a little worse for wear. Clips the leg. I'm starting to think this Eddy is not a troll move. Divine Exorcist might know how to play Eddy.
To be fair, I think we've seen Divine do this before. At least I have. I've seen the character swaps come out before. It never looks as clean as the Claudio, obviously, but it's doable. So I just personally like the Claudio. Right now, I think HeyBroken's like, yeah, bring out your main, bro. I want to see this. That's going to be a little bit of a heat burst, but the heat from HeyBroken is that much better. Slamming into Divine, and of course the immediate expenditure from HeyBroken leaves him a tiny bit vulnerable, but you've already done the work. Down to about 30 seconds, and Divine is just waiting for a chance to break out with that rage. And I mean, at this point, you don't even need it. Looking for a follow-up. What a catch, though. HeyBroken flips Divine over and says, nah, we're going to round 5.
Divine Exorcist wanted to cinch the round with a low attack like before, but HeyBroken had it scouted. This is Grand Finals, first to 3. Divine Exorcist is winner side. They just need to win 3 games, while HeyBroken needs to win 6.
Long road ahead of them right now. Of course, the challenge right now, Divine is looking a little bit better with his combinations, rolling on forward. High kicks to go, blocked pretty much all of them, but HeyBroken is on the lower end now as they are eliminated of this life. Divine is able to grab 1 back.
They are 1/3 of their way to winning that sweet, sweet Maturino prize.
Please tell me HeyBroken swaps here to Claudio. No!
No, we're gonna stay here.
I would have laughed so hard if we had an Eddy versus Claudio, but it was swapped. That would have been great. The score is 1-1 right now in a best of 5. Please keep that in mind. Essentially a BO3. You're looking at technicality and all that fun stuff, but it is a best of 5 total. So let's see what happens here. Opening up, though, Divine Exorcist is getting better and better. These combinations are landing a little bit faster. Going for the low sweep into the kick against the wall. Catches that very edge, and now all you need is a single fragment, and you go for the body blow. Round 1 to Divine Exorcist.
Divine Exorcist with that classic mid. HeyBroken just is not able to open up Divine Exorcist. Divine Exorcist got good defense, and wow, catches HeyBroken on the low. Parry for parry. Drop kick sends HeyBroken close to the wall. Not only is this going to neutralize a lot of the spacing game, but it's not going to allow HeyBroken to do that wave dash chicanery.
Oh, man.
Miss space.
Oh.
That was a whiff punish.
Strong one at that. Oh,
strong one was that call out.
Does this finish? I don't think it does it?
It was counter hit. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, just barely.
One more hit. Oh, the mid too fast.
So good. You gotta love it.
One match.
You gotta love it. That's our second of the day, by the way. So good. Cool. HeyBroken coming out with some anger right now as well. Divine Exorcist is going to try and rage out of their own with their heat, but they're not able to do too much. Pretty much everything blocked off. They're putting themselves in dangerous territory here. HeyBroken, though, waiting for the optimal time to punish. This is a lot of HP, just trying to block everything, but gets flipped over on their head. But there's the whiff that you're waiting for. The spacing was just a little bit too far. Divine Exorcist is going to get lost here. It is going to go to a round 4. HeyBroken 2-1 here in this game.
Rage art, some might say it's an overkill, but overkill is underrated.
True.
We are at 2-1. HeyBroken can easily... Wait, why is the score 0-0?
Nope, it's a glitch. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Okay. No problem.
It's okay. It's 1-1 right now. HeyBroken is currently sitting at 2-1 in-game score and is looking to try and take this one away. It's going to be a little slam against that wall, but both are sitting at pretty neutral HP development until this force against the wall now. Divine Exorcist gets caught with the low sweep, though. And they're just dancing around each other. Look at the space. Look at the space. Look at the moves. Look at this rage. Again, it lands, but it's not going to kill. Keep in mind, there's going to be one more touch to it. Divine needs the perfect strategy here.
HeyBroken taking some notes from Lemus with those call-outs with the rage art. Divine Exorcist could use the rage art. Oh! 2-1. HeyBroken on the path for a reset.
All you need is one more. All right, so it's on Divine. It's on Divine. If Divine wants to swap or not, that's gonna be a wild one.
The Eddy had some flashes of brilliance. The Eddy did secure one victory.
True.
However, I wouldn't be surprised if we just get the Claudio now. You know, Divine Exorcist, I had my time for fun. Time to get to work. Just like how you should be getting to work with exclamation points merch store to show your loyalty to the Shadow Royalty and get a shirt, a hat, or a jacket of your choice. We are making our producer work overtime with these side switches, but hey, we really feel strongly about this channel, and thanks to Shadow Royalty for letting us commentate all this lovely action for you. So this is our way of showing our gratitude. Claudio, Orbital is a happy man.
Yes, I am, and in the center of the storm, the eye can be calm. Of course, with the opening, Divine Exorcist is eating a little bit of damage at the start. And remember, a big part of Divine Exorcist's gameplay in here is a lot more of the 3D movement, able to sidestep a lot more. And that's how they were able to win earlier. But right now, HeyBroken in a fundamental straight line is opening up a can on top of Divine Exorcist's very quick combination to take a good 50. Now 60, running up to 70, all the way to 80, just a one more tap. Finally, Divine is able to break away, but it only does chip, and it's going to be round one to HeyBroken.
HeyBroken using the wave dash not to mix up Claudio, but to just continue on the pressure and stay close to them while also pushing them closer to the wall. Divine Exorcist needs to find a way to just break from HeyBroken. This was light, some normals, but HeyBroken picking up a great combo after that axe kick. And Divine Exorcist stuck into the wall. Wave dash, mix up.
Getting close. Looking a bit rough here. Divine trying to swing with that heat, but not really finding anything. And now waiting on the back end. Bit of a dance. Good punch into the wall. All you need is one more chip and you'll even up the round score. There it is. 1-1 here.
First to 3. Divine Exorcist 1 game. HeyBroken to 2. HeyBroken could sense it. Could sense the power of the resets near. Holy bajobi, that combo always does a lot of damage. Misses the extension, but doesn't need it. Stature kick puts HeyBroken on reset point.
I mean, if this works, it's great. You want that challenge, and maybe Divine's is just even a little bit heavy here. Played around a little bit too much and is now eating up their punishment. Just a little bit of an overstep, blocking the high. Looking for an opportunity. A quick punch to the body, though. Drops him to the ground. HeyBroken looking for that reset as much as possible. Gathers a leg. Doesn't take advantage as much. Doesn't need to. These small little combinations are creating windows of opportunity. Grab.
Yeah, this is
engaged from.
This is
oh my god.
Quite the opposite of the previous match. Oh, axe kick gets the pickup. Extension from HeyBroken. Gonna dribble Divine Exorcist against the wall. Divine Exorcist is making back that gray life. They're almost even. 4-4-2. Puts him close.
Oh.
HeyBroken spends all the heat to dash in. 2 stature kicks. Reset point for HeyBroken. We are at losers. First to 3 games here. We'll take the entire tournament of Rollback on block.
This. Yep.
Orbital,
now, keep in mind,
know
I
you. Oh, sorry.
No. This is the reset right now. I want to let everyone know this is the reset. Both are in losers. They just opted to stay on the same map and go at it. I just want to make sure everyone knows that. That's why we got everything changed. Divine, HeyBroken, Reset City. And right now, HeyBroken, way more momentum on their side. A grab break out. HeyBroken denies anything of the sort, but a quick flash into the heat. Both expended. Divine is going to try and punch their way out of this. And it doesn't look like they can. HeyBroken getting a good wall combination. Breaks out of the heat. No real chance back. Now a firing Divine Exorcist wants that chance of their own. How far can they go? This combination is sure to read into the wall to go, but missed the last hit. And because of that, the rage is going to land. I think that's going to be around. HeyBroken bites first in the reset.
You gotta understand how much confidence HeyBroken is feeling. You take the reset and the first match, you're gonna feel like momentum's on your side. Oh man, HeyBroken is probably confident enough to throw someone off a cliff with that Mishima magic right now.
Brilliant stuff right there. Absolute conditioning of a match.
Orbital, I know you say that Divine Exorcist rarely loses. Could this be one of those rare times?
I think so. It's a possibility. There's a real chance of this going down, and honestly, I'm a little
tournament
scared.
point. We're at tournament point.
Ooh. I don't think this is tournament, right? The reset is the reset's
oh, yeah,
also
reset.
a best of 5.
I'm so yeah. I jumped the gun. Set point. There we go.
Yeah,
oh man.
There you go.
HeyBroken mixing me up.
It's all good. It's all good. Divine Exorcist just waiting for a chance to play here. And again, we know Divine can make some magic happen here. Gets a chance as the 50-50 goes both ways. The strike's now leading into the wall. HeyBroken trying to rage out. It lands again. That is now the second time, and I just want to point out, this is the most I've seen Rage Arts use in a grand finals.
HeyBroken has yet to have their Rage Art blocked. Lemus was having some great success, but then started getting a little too cocky. Will HeyBroken fall to the same pitfall? There's plenty of time to answer that question as we move on to the second game. And we're back at this screen, meaning our players are going to go ahead and tinker around. The cooldown between matches is essential in Tekken. A lot of the previous matches were, played a little hot. Instant rematch. You don't want an instant rematch, especially against a player like HeyBroken, who is feeling all the momentum in the world. Put some ice on that guy.
I mean, the other side is just get a different map going as well. I think that's a huge part about it. You want a different stage. You want to be able to go to a separate angle, and the secluded training ground, I think, is a great one. Claudio might have a little bit of an angle to sweep around and also get some of those stage breaks that you want, and it's a little bit more expansive. Oh yeah, my gosh, bro.
Well, this is the most times we've seen connection drops, but it's online games. It's unavoidable. It's just a byproduct of the modern fighter. No one's to blame, though frustrating to see. I really hope we go back to that previous stage, because HeyBroken's most damaging combos was that really fast one that ended a ground pound. It's only done against the wall. Oh, never mind. This is wall. Lots of wall.
Speed racing. Okay, no, we're good. HeyBroken, though,
Here
in this
comes.
situation, looking way worse this time around. And I mentioned, this is a huge part for Divine Exorcist. This stage swap is feeling way better as you're able to kind of flow a bit more into HeyBroken. You keep him on edge. And look at that, HeyBroken dancing way further away right now, which is wild to think about, because the first collision will go to Divine Exorcist.
Yeah, Divine Exorcist finding a little bit of a rhythm right now. You just need to land a good solid combo to get your rhythm back. And HeyBroken, well, gonna reestablish their beat. Doesn't like this Claudio remix. We're back to Mishima style.
Go ahead and give yourself
ow.
Opportunity. Jeez.
Divine Exorcist, big punish, especially with rage. Drops it! Rare drop from Divine Exorcist.
Oh, no. I mean, Divine is just... He's looking a little bit spaced out here, but that's a shot and arrow wall break to try and carry. And I think he got this round. There it is. Confirmed blow. And this is, this is Claudio special right here.
Claudio's rage art is so long-reaching. The distance it gets is disgusting. 2 matches to 1. Divine Exorcist.
As long as you don't, if you don't see an automatic get up or anything like that, just as soon as you see the bounce, you rage out. It's perfectly done. Of course, right now, this is a much faster start for HeyBroken, opening up with a flurry of blows and looking for a chance more. Of course, the fight back might be a challenge in their own right. And what can you get, right? You're taking a look at this angle, and Divine Exorcist is looking better and better. A little bit more. That's the fragment that you need, and it's going to be done. All right.
1-1.
Divine. Yo, let's play.
the stage select. I don't know what happened, but Divine Exorcist, maybe they ate their Wheaties or got a glass of water or drank a Red Bull, but they were playing spot on that time.
True.
This is not going to be easy.
True. Nope. It's going to be dangerous is what it's going to be. Oh, man. Round for round, pound for pound. Let's see what the wind blows. A little bit of a dangerous
HeyBroken
spot,
wanted
though.
to make some space. Divine Exorcist makes a crater in his chest with a fist.
Pain.
He dashed just to get the positioning.
Oh.
Wall break. But
Oh,
he's
you don't get a
but they're
follow-up.
off axis. You're off axis.
A stroke of bad
That-
luck is a stroke of fortune for HeyBroken.
One match trash is another man's treasure, as they say. But Divine Exorcist
said, yo.
recycling. Yeah, they recycled that trash to a victory.
I mean, that was to be expected somewhat. You and I both saw it. We knew Divine kind of had it in the angle there, so well done on that mode. Of course, how much further are you going to be able to play this one? Divine looking for the chips, but not really having it. Look at that. HeyBroken just doesn't want to engage a lot of these. Just wants to play at a far angle and look for those little chips. Divine actually taking the initiative here and kind of being damaged for it, but getting up close quarters is going to sweep through. That's another arrow wall break. And now you get the angle. Now you can carry on an HP lead to Divine. HeyBroken needs to start fighting back a little bit harder.
HeyBroken wanted to try to catch Divine Exorcist on a whiff, but Divine Exorcist is not hitting any random buttons, so HeyBroken has to play. Oh!
Yes,
Axe
spoken
kick.
into existence. I feel you
Hell
legit
sweep.
spoke that into existence.
Well, that's the power of our of being a commentator. You're part fight caller, part necromancer.
True. Oh. I don't know what has happened, but HeyBroken is coming alive right now.
Divine Exorcist, whatever life that they had and scrounged up, whatever courage they got, is slowly dwindling. HeyBroken with a mid punch. Classic Mishima. Big damage. Oh, now we're at the HeyBroken territory. Wave dash, what you blocking? Where you blocking? 2 games
Apparently
to
nothing.
1.
Oh my lord.
Wave dash low, wave dash mid, wave dash electric fist. All choices. All choices on the table. I am glad I am not a gambling
Oh my
man.
god. We are running it back as well, and I would also love to point out, HeyBroken ran the freaking gauntlet here on the day. Has played pretty much all their matches from the loser's side, and has been able to make it here, and is 1 game away from taking the dub. Of course, Divine Exorcist will not make that easy for them. Hard carry here, straight through these walls. Another good punch in. A little bit of a sweep
I think
here.
this is why Divine Exorcist wants to stay on the stage. Those wall arrow breaks are doing great for their damage. HeyBroken
Oh, yeah.
has rage. Oh, misjudged the spacing. HeyBroken hits a big mid.
And knee.
Divine
That's all he needs.
Exorcist, well spaced normals. First win.
Oh.
A rare throw.
You need a little bit more behind that, but of course Divine Exorcist is not going to make that easy. HeyBroken watching the sparks fly here as the magic is ready to gun, and you know this is the combination. This is almost a guarantee. Slam into the ground with 1 more blow to go, and Divine Exorcist looks way more alive now. 1 more round to push us to a Game 5 on the bracket reset. I could not ask for a better way. HeyBroken wants to end it here. No way, though. Divine Exorcist going to run it on forward. Carries on into that wall. No arrow to break, but you get the follow through. 50% is done. Divine Exorcist getting rebutted on. HeyBroken in a tough spot will want to get this round under control.
Yeah, HeyBroken already has the life lead in 1 combo. Hell Sweep picks it up. Another Hell Sweep. And stature kick for the first match for HeyBroken. HeyBroken understands that this is tournament point for them. They just need 2 more matches, but Divine Exorcist needs 1 to tie it up. Another hell sweep. Divine Exorcist, you gotta start blocking low.
You gotta be thinking.
Oh, I guess they
point, you just wanna
started.
kind of get the dub. Oh. Hey,
Again,
broken.
wave dash mixed up. Wave.
Oof.
Good wall combo from Divine Exorcist. HeyBroken, making space. Oh!
Oh!
Oh no!
Oh, you broke through! Divine broke through!
Divine ties it up. Divine showing us the power of divine intervention, and as if blessed by God themselves, Divine Exorcist lives to fight another day. The 7th day the Lord rested, but this is a Monday. We're not resting today. We're working overtime to the 5th match.
I cannot believe he was able to beat that heat. That was a wild statement at the very end. Oh. And keep in mind, here's the deal. We are going to random stage. That's what goes down here, and it's Midnight Siege. So when it comes down to a Game 5, it is, I believe, tournament rules that you have to do random stage. This Midnight Siege is one that I'm not sure either player favors. But the hazards are going to play a big part in this. Who gets control over those hazards? All you got, 3 rounds. Let's see what you got. Divine Exorcist, HeyBroken, Grand Finals, Game 5.
To quote a commentary peer, if you like what you see with Tekken, make some noise! Sorry, I just had to.
It's fair, though. It is 100% fair right now. Oh, man.
Even separated, Orbital and I are just feeling the energy right now. Divine Exorcist with a clean first game. Just 2 more. Just 2 more. And HeyBroken says no.
Can't make it as easy. How far are you gonna
These are the matches. These are the matches we live for. These sets where each player goes blow for blow, and anything can happen. Where fortune changes on a dime.
Oh man, this is a
Big
wild
wall combo
match right
coming
now.
up.
HeyBroken carries it on. Sliver left. No coming back from that one. Round for round, pound for pound, these two are battling to the bitter end.
Stature Kick has won HeyBroken a number of matches. They're tied up. This is the match where the scales will tip to 1 advantage. Whoever takes this will be on tournament point.
Oh. A little bit of a breakthrough.
Good
but
low
a short
block.
combo brings HeyBroken a little bit more in control. Divine Exorcist is going to try and hang out, though. Gets a grab, but broken out of it, but you're still against the wall. A sweep, though. A sweep creates an opportunity. HeyBroken can't follow up more behind, but that gun punch, the devil speaks for itself, and it's a wall-to-wall combo. HeyBroken on the cuffs of winning this entire tournament from the loser's bracket. Gets swung in the air, though. Divine Exorcist will not let this go in vain. Wants to push it to a final round. A quick heat break into the next. The wall working wonders. Sweep against another break. This is nasty work here. HeyBroken is going to get slammed, and it's a perfect round for Divine. Final game, final round, final match of the tournament.
This is insane. HeyBroken has been putting it from post to post. Every game nearly in losers, managed to reset, and we are tied. We are tied. The desperation is in the air. Heat for heat.
The heat
Divine Exorcist spends it all. Drives the devil into the wall. There's the wall combo. And your champion for Rollback on block, number 16, Divine Exorcist. Whew, you need a moment or